Alrighty guys, we're back for some Teamer artifacts, and this is a Brothers War standard brew. We're going to go over the deck, then hop right into some ranked, but first things first, for anyone who may not know, I'm Redcat and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to you. Also, we do got that Discord link down in the description if you're interested in joining that up. What do we got in the build here? I should of course mention that this was a Discord challenge dropped over in the suggestions in that Discord that I just mentioned, right? So the challenge was to make Black Market Tycoon look good in standard. So this is a 2-mana 2/2 with Gruul colors up there. At the beginning of your upkeep, Black Market Tycoon deals 2 damage to you for each treasure you control. You can tap it to create a treasure token. Honestly, this is pretty decent ramp, guys. This is a pretty decent ramp card, and I went through a couple different builds. I tried out Naya, I tried Jund, I tried normal Gruul. I think this Teamer build's going to be the best one that uses the Black Market Tycoon's ability to the best effect, especially with cards like Teething Wurmlet here, a 1-mana 1/1. It has Death Touch as long as you control 3 or more artifacts. We'll see how often that comes into play, right? But the bottom ability is the real reason to have it. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. Nice. So that might counter the 2 damage that you might be taking every now and then by keeping those treasures available. But also, if this is the first time this ability has resolved this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Teething Wurmlet. So it doesn't say anything about your turn, so you can totally tap the Black Market Tycoon on your opponent's turn, create that treasure token, and get an extra counter on the Wurmlet on the opponent's turn as well, which is pretty cool. We have 4 Bushwhacks in here, just a terrific card that'll help us fix our mana, which is going to be important in a 3-color deck, right? Got a couple of Voltage Surge. Early removal is important, but then also Voltage Surge happens to work pretty well with those treasures that we're producing on the Tycoon. Also, being able to sacrifice the treasures is pretty huge, especially if you don't want to take that extra damage. A couple Reinforced Ronin, which of course is going to work beautifully with Wurmlet because it bounces back to the hand. You can play it back out again. It's an artifact creature, so nice. It's also going to work beautiful with the Quirion Beastcaller. So this is a 2-mana 2/2. You guys probably seen Beastcaller enough to where I don't have to go over it, but I will anyways real quick. So whenever you cast a creature spell, get a +1/+1 counter. And then when it dies, you get to distribute X +1/+1 counters among any number of target creatures you control, where X is the number of +1/+1 counters on the Beastcaller. So pretty sick card. Got 4 Surge Engine in here. The first reason to put blue in here as well, right? Why add blue when you could just make it Gruul? Well, Surge Engine's a pretty powerful artifact, isn't it? 2-mana 3/2 with Defender, and for 1 blue mana, it loses Defender and gains this creature can't be blocked. That's pretty insane. Imagine the opponent targets a Beastcaller and you plug all those counters into a Surge Engine. Now, I doubt the opponents will do that very often, but it's possible, and that sounds pretty cool. For 2 and a blue, Surge Engine becomes blue and has base power toughness 5/4, activate only if Surge Engine doesn't have Defender. Nice. And then the bottom ability here probably won't be that difficult to get to, especially since we do have ramp off of the Black Market Tycoon. For 4 and double blue, draw 3 cards, activate only if Surge Engine is blue and only once. So that's pretty powerful, actually. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be too difficult to actually get that 6 mana. I don't know how often it actually happens. I just don't think it would be difficult. In our 3 mana spot, guys, we got 4 Skystrike Officers, a 3-mana 2/3 with flying. You guys might be seeing this a lot in soldier builds. But whenever it attacks, you create a 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature token, which is going to work beautiful with our Teething Wurmlet, right? The fact that I think this is actually going to be pretty solid, even outside of soldier builds, should probably say something about the power of this card, because also, tap 3 untapped soldiers you control, draw a card. You don't need to put that in a soldier deck because it creates those soldiers for you anyways, and just getting a couple of these on the board is insane. And then also, yeah, another great target to put the counters on off of like Beastcaller and stuff But also we have Simian Simulacrum in here. Simulacrum, oh my goodness, I apologize, guys. This is a 3 mana 2/1, and a Simulacrum enters the battlefield. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature you control. Again, plugging that into like a Skystrike Officer, the flying's going to go a long way. But plugging it into a Surge Engine is pretty insane too. So this has been an MVP in every deck that I've played it in so far, because it also has Unearth for 2 and double green, which is just terrific against all the control decks that we've been seeing as well. So Kodama of the West Tree, there are a decent amount of creatures that get modified, and so giving them trample could be huge, but also getting those extra land out of the deck is pretty important. Thinning out the deck has always been important, and so I think that's an overlooked side of Kodama very often. But yeah, it's mostly in here for the trample. Also, don't forget Reach is on this card too. Kodama's pretty stacked overall. I'm surprised we don't see it more often, especially with all the counters that are floating about. At the very top end of the build, we have 3 Saheelis. This is a 4 mana, 3 loyalty planeswalker. The +1 is Scry 1. You may tap an untapped artifact you control. If you do, draw a card. Not bad. But these bottom 2 are pretty insane. The -2 here is create 2 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature tokens with flying. They gain haste until end of turn. Nice. Then the -4 is not that difficult to get to. You get an emblem with artifact creatures you control, get +1/+1, and artifact spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. So pretty cool planeswalker. I think it's going to be worth it on the top end here. The mana base, guys, I hope I settled on something that works here. The mana base was pretty tough to put together. I think I got something that works with the dual lands and whatnot. We also have a Who Endures and a Crucible of Defiance in here. Some honorable mentions. I didn't think the Soaring City was going to be worth it. We're really like splashing that blue for the Surge Engine, a Sky Officer, and the Saheeli. Oh, I skipped a card over here, guys. We have a single Phyrexian Dragon Engine. Honestly, just another way to restock our hand late game. It's also a pretty decent artifact creature overall, and we're never going to meld it, so we're not going to look at Mishra Lost to Phyrexia. But yeah, the Unearth ability is the main reason the Dragon Engine is in here. Also, the double strike's pretty strong if you're plugging counters into it off of the Simulacrum or off of the Beastcaller, for example. So it's a pretty solid card, and maybe we'll talk more about going up to 2 of these if our hand ever runs completely empty in multiple matches. Anyways, guys, the honorable mentions. Yeah, I don't think Soaring City is going to be worth it. I did struggle with the mana base so much that I really considered Thran Portal, but like I said, I think I landed on something with the lands. Thran Portal might work in here since the Wurmlet does gain us a little bit of life, but if you're taking damage off the portal, and you might be taking damage off a Black Market Tycoon, you might be in danger. Hulking Metaphor would be pretty sweet in here. The cards that you can have this enter as a copy of is insane. Like I said, if you ever get multiple officers on the board, that's pretty strong. So having the Hulking Metaphor enter as an officer is pretty sweet, but then it also enters as an artifact creature in addition. So it works with the Wurmlet then too. So this is a card to keep your eye on for sure. And yeah, even just copying something simple like a Surge Engine could be pretty cool, right? A Rootwire Amalgam's very strong. Couldn't find room for it this time. Haywire Might, if you're running into a lot of artifacts and enchantments, then the might be might be good enough for in here. But it is non-creature artifact and non-creature enchantment. It's also going to take away from a lot of the aggression that I think the deck has to offer. Also, the top ability, when it dies, you gain 2 life. That's pretty sweet too. So, and then Stalwart, I think we have enough ramp in here. It's just something to consider. I do think it's a little bit of anti-synergy with the Black Market Tycoon if you end up using one of the treasure tokens to tap, and then you keep the treasure on the board, which means you're taking more damage off of the Tycoon as well. But I really did consider it because it's also a soldier, so it works with the Skystrike Officer. Okay, guys. Oh my goodness. Lots of new stuff in here, huh? Hopefully I went over the deck well enough. Hopefully I successfully completed the Discord challenge, but we'll have to find out. Let's go ahead, take it into some ranked, and see how we do. right, we'll see if we can get right into that first match here. Heck yeah, we do. 2 seconds. Oh my goodness. All right, opponent, you bringing some Naya to the table? I would love to see a Jetmir deck. I haven't seen an opponent play Jetmir against me in a while. What the crap? What is this, man? I'm keeping this. I'm gonna try this. This might actually be pretty decent if we can land these. Oh no, we might not have time. Oh no, another 3-drop. Okay. The good news is we went first. That's the good news, so maybe we'll have time. I guess one of the big issues here is we play our 3-drop and they play their Brutal Cathar. We're taking a damage here, unfortunately. Okay, officers on the board, and this could also just be... Ooh. So we don't see reinforcements that often in soldier builds, do we? Do we? I don't think so. Oh, that's gross. That's gross, guys. All right, we're going to take the 3. What a turn 3 for the opponent. Surprising we don't see more reinforcements, actually. It is pretty surprising. Yeah, we're in danger. If we swing... Alright, we're gonna get the other... gonna get the other officer down. We'll get a chump blocker on the ground, but I think... Okay, we'll swing, we'll swing. We're in danger either way. We might as well swing, I guess. If they play like a second veteran, like it's just like GG right away, you know? So very scary. We definitely need to see our Bushwhack. Do I take the 3? I guess we'll chump. No. We'll take the 3 this time because next turn we'll have enough 1/1s to maybe consider double blocking. Oh, we really need... We really need to see some of our removal here. Like a simple Bushwhack. I wonder if this is a Wandering Emperor. Since they have the reinforcements, this could very well be an Emperor. But getting a couple 1/1s here is pretty good. They don't know what's in our hand either, so... They're gonna take the 4. We can play the 3rd officer. We could. We totally could. Saheeli's pretty decent too. Might take some pressure off of our face, especially if we tap down a soldier to draw too. And then we could try to find more removal. A couple Surge Engines blocks pretty well though. Yeah, I actually like that. Because then if they do get the second Valiant Veteran, then at least we're still able to block something. Honestly, pretty good board state. Ah, they're going to use the officer's ability. That makes more sense than the Emperor. We don't really see Wandering Emperor too much in soldier builds, but at the same time, I can totally see it in a deck that runs the reinforcements, just have more instant speed stuff, you know? Excuse me, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get a drink while the opponent takes their turn here. Okay. So they're finally getting some swings in. So we're going to... Let's see. Gonna double block the recruitment officer. We have to make sure to use the Skystrike Officer's ability before. I don't really want to lose the Surge Engine to the frontliner, but we would rather them unearth this and then just have the frontliner be gone so they stop buffing everything else than take the 2 from here. Is that okay? Yeah, that's fine. We could chump here too, but let's see what's in their hand and make sure we activate the officer's ability here. 1, 2, 3. Draw a card. Let's see if we can find some simple removal for that veteran. Okay, down to 8. Opponent has 4 open. Gonna play an officer. Yep. 3 open. Another officer. Oh no. Oh no, guys. And Thalia comes down too. They completely restock their board without any issues. Oh, Crucible's actually pretty decent. I think I'd rather play it as a land though. Gonna take a damage to play the Wurmlet, which is worth it, I'd say. I guess I'll keep Crucible back for now, because artifacts are going to enter. We're going to gain a little bit of life here. And Dragon Engine might be the better call over the 3rd officer, because of the double strike. At least it competes with Thalia, and then also, yeah, I think the Dragon Engine is a little bit better here. So we'll start with the swing. Get our chump blockers down, right? Gain some life. And, we have the officer's ability open again. Opponent's down to 10. We're competing right now, guys. Even with that super bizarre hand, we're both at 10. I'm pretty scared of soldiers, though. The 2nd veteran can come down. They have 5 mana, so where are the Brutal Cathars, you know? Woo! Woo! Okay, hold on. X is 1, so I wonder what they find. Oh, they find their Brutal Cathar here. Take the Phyrexian Dragon Engine. Yeah, nice. That makes our blocks a lot worse. Oh man, I hope we find removal soon. Even our Bushwhack can't hit the Cathar yet, so it might still be Veteran, even though the Veteran has that awesome ability too, huh? Man. Alright, so we're going to keep Wurmlet. Going to double block here and chump here and take 5. But we're gaining life from the Wurmlet. We just got to get more of this off the board, so I don't think chumping over here to take less damage is worth it. We actually have to kill some of these, you know? Ooh, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, let's do this. Make sure we do the officer's ability. Pretty insane, honestly. Yay, Bushwhack! Let's go! Okay. Bushwhack we might actually be able to do something here. Hey, there's our Tycoon. Okay. So now the question is, since they can use the veteran's ability to give counters to all their soldiers, do we just hit the Brutal Cathar with the Bushwhack instead? We'll have to use, like... No, that's the problem. We'd have to kill our Wurmlet off to do that. So I'd rather swing. We're gonna gain a couple life here. Ah, it's risky. I like it though. We're doing it. Also, Saheeli can come down this turn. Saheeli, we would take 1, and then we could get a couple more chump blockers down. Opponent's down to 6. This is some tough decisions, guys. For real, though. Because I feel like Bushwhack is a little bit... It's too little too late, huh? So let's get these blockers down. We gain 2 more life. And Saheeli might take some pressure off of our board, too. Or off of our face. Oh, man. I don't know. See, now we have 5 total here. Oh no! Oh crap! Oh, that's so good. Oh, we might win in the air though. Oh, they go for the full swing, so yeah, we block here for sure. We're at 8, so we block Thalia, we block Cathar, and we take 5, and then swing in the air for 6 next turn. GG opponent, we got there, guys. Let's go. Oh man, I was just double checking the board state, make sure I didn't miss anything, because that happens sometimes in a wide board state like this. Yeah, look at that. Then yeah, we had the 6 in the air. Skystrike Officer is incredible. Brutal Cathar taking the Dragon Engine made sense in the moment, but then we were putting so much pressure on their face that the Officer might have been the better pick, but honestly, either one was a good pick. Like I said, the Bushwhack was a little bit too late since the Veteran was going to be able to put counters on everything anyways. We didn't want to lose Wurmlet to the Cathar. And unfortunately, we did get to see the Black Market Tycoon this game, but overall, I'm pretty satisfied. That's awesome. It was a bit of a longer first match, huh? Let's go ahead and get right into the next one. It was good. Like, we're seeing so many soldiers. Like, that's probably the majority of the meta. That's my guess, at least. It's mono white soldiers is mostly what I'm seeing. We do see some Azorius soldiers as well. We go first. Yep, I'll keep it. And let's start with saving the Bushwhack back. So we'll just get the Cascade down. That is 100% fine. Get Beastcaller down before the Surge Engine to start buffing the Beastcaller. Oh, we might have some mono red over here. This would be a good test. And also, we go first again against another aggro build. Weird. Good draw. Very, very good draw. We might as well plug all the counters into the Beastcaller since red has difficulty dealing with large creatures. So getting this... Oh, goodbye, Beastcaller. We tried, buddy. We tried. The good news is if they do take out the Beastcaller, they don't get the benefit from Kumano. Oh, we get to keep the Beastcaller. Taking 3 damage here, though. Yeah, no blocks. But this is pretty solid. This is pretty good. Okay, either one of these is fine. And yep, this is worth it. Bushwhack. We could go Surge Engine, Bushwhack. No. Yeah, we buff Beastcaller above what they can deal with, hopefully, and that's the best bet. We should probably keep a blocker back, but chumping with the... We're swinging. I think we can outpace this right now, and if we do end up blocking with the Beastcaller, then they could have simple burn to take it out anyways. Sure, we do get to try to plug the counters into the other creature, but I don't think it ends up working out in our favor. Oh, the Rending Flame! Oh no, the opponent had it, guys. So this exiles, but it's worth the trade. Get the etching out of here. Yeah, I know it exiles, but yeah, this exiled too, guys. Because of the Kumano, right? So, man, that's tough, dude. That is tough. I mean, a good reason for mono red to have Rending Flame, right? Also, like, the adversary can recast it too. We don't see this very often, and sometimes it's only a one of in red decks, as far as I can tell. So, yeah, if we could have gotten the Beastcaller to a 6/6, then maybe they have more burn here too. And we probably block with the Surge Engine. Oh, they're going to have more burn. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're looking at that Surge Engine wondering. Well, we could make it a 5/4 next turn. Man. Okay, all right. We'll take the 4. Since it's not looking great for us right now. What are the odds that we die next turn if we swing with Surge Engine? Because we can have the Bushwhack open if we play Crucible, which I think I'm going to do. And then try to take out the Bloodthirsty adversary. So make sure I tap these right here. Gonna go blue like that. Activate this. It's a 5/4 now, and the Bushwhack is available to take out the adversary. So that's what we're going to do. They're down to 10. Bushwhack. Fight you. Hopefully this isn't simple burn in their hand, but I don't think it is. It doesn't feel like it. Yeah. All right, guys. This Surge Engine might get us there. Reinforced Ronin could help us. We might just want to draw into something off of Ronin, honestly. No, stay away from my engine. You stay away. No, the second Rending Flame. No. Oh, Black Market Tycoon. I still think we can get there, guys. I'm wondering if the draw off Ronin's better. Probably not. We probably swing with the Reinforced Ronin. I think that's fine. And we still have the channel ability on this if we want, but I don't think we do. And we'd have to take a damage from the Pain Land as well. Oh, man. Yeah, the double Rending Flames, guys. I mean, it makes sense. There's good reason to play it in mono red. Look at how good it was for them this game, you know? There's a lot of burn. My creatures, it feels like they don't stand a chance right now. Woo! Devastator for 3. That's 4 damage coming in the air. And if we can't deal with this, then it is game over because next turn they swing in. Alright, let's see what we draw here. Teething Wurmlet. Huh. Okay, hold on now. Can we gain enough life? Get the Wurmlet down for sure. We gain 1, but I mean, whatever's in their hand. We still kind of sort of want to swing with the Black Market Tycoon. So it could be Kumano, Lightning Strike, Play with Fire. I say it's worth the risk of swinging. Because even if we go up to 6, there's still a ton of stuff that can kill us in mono red. Like a ton. So I think it's worth swinging with the Tycoon instead of the treasure here. Worst comes to worst, we can now channel this. Yeah, the Pain Lands might be an issue though, depending on what we draw. Like if we see a Bushwhack though, no, it's not enough. Yeah, we're just gonna pass. I think we're dead, but maybe it's only land in their hand, right? Oh, the Raiju comes down. We might as well channel. Might as well. Auto pay is fine. Saw a mountain there. Yeah, GG opponent. So the Raiju does the extra damage that they need to get through. What a match, guys. Honestly, I'm super sad. Oh, did I drop the good game? I forget already. I'm pretty satisfied with how our build is running. I think the double Rending Flame, you're not going to run into that too often. Unless that's like... Unless that's the new thing people are rocking in mono red. Like I said, it does make a lot of sense. It put in a lot of work for them that game, so interesting. Let's see if we can actually get the Black Market Tycoon like out there early and actually doing stuff, right? Because that was the whole point of this build, and right now all the other cards are putting in all the work, you know? Okay, yeah, another hand without the Tycoon, but another good hand, and we go first again. Whoa, the game is being generous. Yeah, we'll start with the Cascade, that's fine. We could go Forest to maybe try to scare him. Is this more soldiers? It could be like a mono white aggro without soldiers, but I doubt it. It's soldiers. Okay. We have 2 planes open here. Watch the Resolute Reinforcements drop after I got done talking about how we don't see Resolute Reinforcements that often. So a Skystrike Officer is probably better than the Simulacrum here. Because their turn 3 could be a Brutal Cathar. And we'll swing with Beastcaller because the reinforcements can't double block Beastcaller well here. Nice. And I think we can... Wow, it is reinforcements. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is being played and I just don't get to see it. Yeah, Brutal Cathar. So It's like I said, yeah, if we would have went the Simulacrum onto Beastcaller, then Beastcaller was just a huge target. Let's get a couple of Beastcallers down, guys. Like, we drew so many of these that this is pretty gross. This is pretty gross, and they're going to need multiple Cathars if they're going to deal with... Hey, thank you, opponent. Can we still outpace? Probably. Let's do it. Let's swing. Saving this as a blocker is definitely the safer option, but with all these, veteran probably go into the Cathar. Officer? Well, they didn't plan on swinging with this, and that makes sense. So let's take the 3, down to 11. A frontliner, more blockers. Another officer, wow. Wow, okay. So I think it's still gonna be the Simulacrum here, right? Because it blocks really well, and then it can come back from the grave too. And we could force some blocks here, but if we're not careful, we'll die next turn. So let's just swing here. Yeah, if we're not careful and they buff this wide board state. Wait, we could still die if they double buff, though. Uh-oh. Maybe I should have kept that back. I wasn't really thinking about that. It's going to be no buffs for the board state. That's good news. That is very good news. They're going to hold it all back for blockers, which is also going to be good news. Thalia, okay. Another forest. Excuse me, guys. I apologize. If that last card in their hand is a veteran, we're like super dead if we don't hold everything back. So this hits in the air well. We're forcing a chump if we just swing with a 7/7 Beastcaller, but that's the problem, right? It's a chump with the frontliner, then they can unearth it next turn. So we're actually like this, yeah. I believe this is locked down. They have the chump blockers. If these had trample, then this would be a different... This would be very different. We just don't know what this last card in hand is. Another reinforcements. Yeah, they're wide enough. Now, the question comes, can they buff this? Okay, hopefully that was just a planes that they drew. Dude, Soldiers is terrifying. Buff the Thalia, get it to nighttime. Dragon Engine is not doing a lot here. Hopefully they can't switch it to daytime next turn, because I do think that the Skystrike Officer can get us there. To get that other chump blocker, get the engine down, buff everything. Yeah, the biggest issue right now is just the number of chump blockers they have. Oh, they found a Dawn Guard. That's pretty cool. The Skystrike Officer might get us there. We can get our other officer back. That would be awesome. Oh, they switch it back to daytime. They can take the officer. Guys, this is terrifying. Look at the power of Soldiers. I know I've been saying it in pretty much every video, but holy cow, man. The problem with Soldiers being this powerful and like being able to go wide so well is people are just gonna make a lot of decks with a lot of board wipes and removal. So Skystrike Officers, oh no, oh we could have won this turn. No, Brutal Cathar, why do you exist? What a draw, guys, what a draw. I wonder if we full swing just because the two Thopters getting in the air for 2. They just have so many chump blockers, guys. That's so many chump blockers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6. You know, if they have it, they have it. We're still gonna swing in the air. If they have the buff for this wide board state, then they have it. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, we could full swing, but they easily chump everything we have here and then full swing right back at our face. And at that point, they do just kill us because they have enough, like, 1/1s to chump our whole board. the UTN frontliner too. They find a veteran with the officer, 6 mana available. Oh no, guys. All right, we'll do our best to block, but yeah, I believe that's just GG. The Brutal Cathar taken both officers, and we couldn't find removal for it, unfortunately. Block here, block here. Pretty sure we're dead. Block here. Chump here, that's fine. Yeah, where are we? Where am I? Take out the veteran. 1, 2, 3. Do we have enough to block everything properly? 3, 9, 11 damage going through. Is that... Did I block everything appropriately here? I believe that's 11 damage going through. In other words, if I would have saved 1 Thopter back... At the same time, though... Oh, no. I missed another 2 somewhere else. Yeah, we're fine. We would have had to save both Thopters. I'm trying to think, was it worth just putting Thopters down for blockers? Probably not. Because there was a lot that they could have found there regardless. It depends. We might still be in there if I would have just kept the Thopters back as blockers, but... Yeah, because then maybe they wouldn't have full swung. And we would still have our Beastcallers because they were so stacked. Hey, we get to start with the Black Market Tycoon this game. Alright, sweet. Hey, look at the mana base, guys. Every single hand so far, right? The mana base has been pretty solid. Nice. That doesn't always happen when we make 3-color decks. Sometimes we really, really struggle. We have the Bushwhack off the coast, but we'll just go... Oh, these are both coasts. That's pretty funny. I meant this one. Could have... Oh, Thalia, what are you doing here, Thalia? Get out of here. Alright, let's get that Black Market Tycoon down. And this is already bad because they went first here, too. These Brutal Cathars are gonna haunt my nightmares, guys. Yep, we'll take the 2. Oh, that's fun. It's like Brutal Cathar, but not Brutal Cathar. Okay, we got another Tycoon. Yeah, the Bushwhack costing 2 right now is a problem. Especially now we lost the ramp off the Tycoon. Phyrexian Dragon Engine is probably the best bet. Because it blocks Thalia well, and if they end up killing it with something that isn't like a Ligrella or a Brutal Cathar, then we have the Unearth later on. And yeah, this is still a fine trade for us. Gwenna hits the board. Oh boy. They end up passing. Nice. The Dragon Engine was a good choice there. Yeah, Bushwhack's a not great removal right now. Teething Wurmlet is a good draw. And I'm wondering if it's going to be Surge Engine, then activate its ability. I really want the Black Market Tycoon to be on the board, but these matches just so happen to... We don't have anything in hand. We might as well just go ahead and activate this ability. I guess waiting until the end of their turn. Yeah, But let's be real. Do we ever actually fool the opponent into thinking that we have something? Maybe, maybe. It would have been worth it, because it doesn't say, like, activate only as a sorcery here, so we probably wanted to keep that open. I get a little hasty sometimes. This is a Joda build, guys. I thought it was going to be more soldiers, and now just props to the opponent for playing something different, man. Thank you, opponent. We're, like, super dead, but thank you. We don't have great removal for a Joda. Man... I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. Let's get into the next game. I mean, what else were we gonna do there, guys? Well, oh, I didn't drop the good game. Wah, wah, wah. That's okay. Good game, opponent. Maybe the opponent will watch. If any of you guys do end up going up against me in Arena, let me know. Let me know in the comments, because I'm interested. Okay. Now we don't have the Tycoon. This is a good hand, though. These hands have been really good. Like, for real, though. We should have gone Stormcarved Coast instead, but it doesn't really matter. Not for this hand, not for this deck in particular. I just thought, like, Coast would at least, we would have all 3 colors available early on. Still the same concept, though. I can only imagine this is going to be a counter, and a counter on the Simulacrum is fine. Like, it's actually... Okay, so at that point, some basic removal might happen. So I'd rather plug this back into the Simulacrum. Don't put all of our eggs in one basket style thing. Especially if it's like exile removal. Like a soul partition. Yep, nice. Worth it. Very, very nice. Come on, guys. We got to see that Black Market Tycoon actually see some action. There it is, guys. There it is. Okay. So... for this particular board state, it might just be better to play the Beastcaller back out. Or get Saheeli down while there's no threat of like a make disappear. That makes sense to me. Let's get a swing for 6 in. And see if next turn can be a little bit more eventful here. Yeah, we don't see too many Joda builds. But it's a little bit surprising. Like, did you guys see how good that was with Gwenna? Oh, we gotta make a Joda Gwenna deck, guys. That's actually pretty insane to think about, too. All the credit goes to that of the opponent, though. I didn't even consider Gwenna for it. Okay. So we might go Tycoon. See, the Bushwhack isn't doing much. The Beastcaller's fine. The Dragon Engine, getting a draw before combat might come in handy here off of the Saheeli. Yeah, it feels like a Wandering Emperor, huh? Oh no, I tapped all my red sources. Other words, we could have potentially played the Tycoon this turn. Oopsie daisies. Oh, there we go. Found a Crucible. I'm going to play that as a land. We're going to swing, and they're probably going to exile the Simulacrum, unfortunately. Maybe we could hold it. Nah, this is fine. Sometimes it's not worth playing around something that might not be there. Nice. Oh, the Farewell can hit next turn, though. Oh, no, guys. A Farewell would be so bad. I want to play Tycoon so bad. Let's thin the deck out a little bit. We don't want to draw lands every turn for the next 4 turns, so thinning the deck with Bushwhack is fine. The Farewell can hit next turn. And most of the time... So 5 mana open, they might draw here. They might have like a Silver Scrutiny. Yep, nice. Draw 3, and now the Farewell is pretty much guaranteed, unfortunately. As soon as the 6th source, the 6th mana source hits the board, the opponent usually has the Farewell ready, and I think some people are playing 4 Farewells, guys. A few videos back, I was like, how many do they have? 1 or 2? I think some people are playing 4. I really do. It's scary business. All right, so let's get the forest down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Black Market Tycoon. We won't have an artifact. to tap for Saheeli. But I want to get the Beastcaller back on the board here. Yeah, I like that. And we will not kill off the Saheeli yet. Let's get that Scry, which I guess we should have started with. Yep, that's fine. The Simulacrums are really good against control, as long as they don't drop too many farewells on your face. And at this point, you know, if it's the second farewell against this particular board state, like, that's fine. Okay, 7 mana available. Switching to nighttime. Back up to 11. This is one of those matches where it could be anyone's game. It really could be. Saheeli can give me some 1/1s, but is that going to be worth it? Whoop. Let's start with the Simulacrum here. And then we're going to put that onto the Black Market Tycoon. It's not enough to deal, like, they're probably going to have removal here anyways, but if we play the other one, it's still not enough to deal that 11 damage, unfortunately. Which I think we are going to play the other one. Keeping the Bushwhack back is fine. Oh, okay. We have 4 mana available still. Still could be a Wandering Emperor. This is worth it. Play the second one. Oh, that's right. It would have been 11 damage because Beastcaller also gets that buff. Either way, yeah, they're still going to have... They're still going to have removal here, right? Maybe not. I was going to plus the Saheeli, but they didn't have it that one swing. Maybe they don't have it here. Oh, Wandering Emperor hits the board. And now, at this board state, as it is right now, the second farewell would be the nail in the coffin. However, if it's not, we have this to unearth from here. We still have Saheeli on the board even if a farewell does hit. Yeah, the Wandering Emperor. So Bushwhack can deal with a 2/2 if they go for defending. Just keeping everything open and passing switches it back to night as well. And we can deal with the Teferi Spirit too. But switching it back to night, they'll get a counter on the Spirit. No, they ended up playing Teferi, so they didn't use the Celestis ability to switch it to night. They didn't have mana to do that, actually. Right, so we have 2 in the air. We can unearth. Let's start with the unearth, right? We'll buff one of the Thopters. See, they still have something open, guys. They still have removal open. It's worth trying, though, for sure. It's definitely worth trying, and we're not gonna... Should we use the Scry on this first? I don't know if we're gonna end up... No, I think we're swinging with everything, so let's start with the Scry here. Get the land out of here. Tap and untap. Decline. We're swinging with everything. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. And the Spirit seems like the choice unless they can draw 2 cards here somehow, which is possible. So we're actually going to fight the Samurai. Down to 19. Soul Partition. What are they hitting? The Black Market Tycoon. Okay, we'll get that treasure so we can at least play the other Tycoon. And actually, yeah, that's a perfect reason to not scry, because we could have used that treasure to draw. I was trying to think if there was any reasons. We're forcing blocks here. They only have 1 mana open, so I think they're running out. I think they're running out. We have 4 in the air. We're forcing at least 1 block. And they don't know what's in hand, too. Like, this could be a play with fire. So, they're taking that risk, though, keeping the spirit on the board. Down to 2. I'm just going for it, guys. We're going for the Black Market Tycoon play again. And we have the -2 on Saheeli if it's going to be another farewell. Tough match, guys. Very, very tough match. These control decks are rough, and I'm pretty sure these control decks is going to be like... It's going to be the answer that everyone runs to for the soldiers. Yep, nope, we block. The vigilance on this is pretty good, but yeah, we need to keep Saheeli because that might be a desperate attempt to stop the -2 effect. Which honestly, that's a great swing from the opponent. It's very smart to try to take out the Planeswalker there because they know we're probably going to block since it produces those hasty creatures. They go for another spirit on the ground. We have lots of air power. If this isn't a board wipe, they need a lot of different removal. Celestis gains them another life. They ditch a Celestis. Reinforced Ronin. Oh, buddy. Well, do we go for it? We're all in, guys. We're all in. Let's do it.
Next time, I'll reverse etheric polarity.
Let's get that Ronin on the board. Oh, they can block, though. They can just block on the ground really easy, huh? We probably should have channeled this instead. Yeah, they have the 2 ground blockers. I'm just sitting here thinking like, oh yeah, full swing, that'll be fun, but nah. We'll actually save Ronin back. The Simulacrum can be blocked because the Unearth ability might actually be better, but they probably exile. They go Silver Scrutiny. I think we got this, guys. Because they need to have 2 pieces of removal here. With 3 mana, I guess it's possible. Oh! Opponent, stop the madness, opponent. Stop the madness. Yeah, we shouldn't have played the Reinforced Ronin and kept the channel ability open. At this point, guys, at this point, it's I hate to say it, it's probably the opponents, and we're so far into the video that if they do anything to this board state, then we'll have to let them have it, because we're 52 minutes in, which is way longer than I like my videos to go, so I shoot for the 40-minute mark. Sometimes it goes longer because control, but other than that, sometimes I just like to push for more games too. Well, opponent, honestly, can we talk about the Urza's rebuff? That was pretty sick. Not only is it a counterspell, but it can slow down the opponent enough. Like that did it, right? 3 mana open, I was like, yeah, they need 2 removal spells or an Urza's rebuff. So now we know, right? Scary business, guys, because they're just looking for that board wipe. Swing for 19, and we're gonna chump the 10/10. Keep the Black Market Tycoon available for now. The vigilance on these spirits is pretty gross. Well, we can now unearth and plug it into another Thopter. They still need to wipe this board. And if they do wipe the board, we can always still unearth, plug those counters into itself, and then swing it face. They might not have it, guys. This is going to be worth going overtime. Maybe not. They still have 6 mana available. That's insane, dude. That's insane, because they can exile the graveyard with the farewell as well. So that would take care of the Simulacrum. Opponent, I'm on the edge of my seat, buddy. Please, just pass the turn. This match is too stressful for my soul. Dude, Teferi's insane, man. The new Teferi is so insane. We probably should have swung at the Teferi, but at the same time, I think it was worth swinging at face every single time. I think it was totally worth it. I think they're taking their time because they might not have an answer right now, guys. Or maybe they do have an answer or multiple answers and they're trying to figure out which one hurts them the least, maybe? That's possible too. They can gain off Celestis as well. Did they play 2 cards this turn? No, it was just the tower, right? Lay down arms. Okay. We still have this. So the lay down arms tells us it's not a board wipe. Lay down arms. Okay. Okay. Well, they might have found it. We'll see. We'll see. Let's go ahead. We're going to go wide here too with the Ronin. Let's bring this back. Buff the sky. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Can we get there? Full swing. There's more. There's more, guys. Send help. Somebody send help. They still have stuff. Urza's rebuff again. Oh no. They block both on the ground effectively here. Oh no, guys, they're still in this. Dude, this is insane. This is awful to go up against. I'm sticking around, guys, for everyone's sake. Because if we can get there, this will be such a satisfying victory. I apologize that the video is going longer than any other video I've ever recorded, so should tell you that the deck's pretty fun though. Usually I like to stick around longer when the deck is pretty fun. Maybe I'll just edit some of the longer moments out, honestly. I probably should do that. So if you hear me saying stuff like the games are taking too long and we're almost an hour in and then we're actually only like 50 minutes in, then that's why. Then I edited some of the longer bits out. So they are forcing a block here because these spirits have a lot of power, don't they? I was gonna say, if they had like another Silver Scrutiny or something, they could have actually done that beforehand and had enough to kill us there. Like Silver Scrutiny for all their mana full swing. Because these would have gotten so many counters. That's insane, dude. That's insane. You know, actually, props to this Teferi. No! Oh, we still have the Ronin in hand. We still have the Ronin. No, they still have a blocker! Guys! What's happening? Ah! Don't panic. Don't panic. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We're actually going to do all of this right now instead. Like, the blocker on the ground is fine and dandy, but if we can draw 3 cards next turn, then that'll be huge for us. Yeah, I haven't decided if I am going to edit out any of the longer moments, because, like, they're not that long. Like, to be fair to the opponent, they're not taking too much time. See, they still have, like, 2 of their timer things over here. It just happens to be a very long game. Memory Deluge... It's got to be a nail in the coffin, right? Because they find simple removal for the Surge Engine, and then they just keep going. And they can actually draw here pretty well and swing with the Spirit and force us to block because we're only at 5. So they're going to draw. And they just need to draw one more time to force a block from the Surge Engine. Or they could remove the Surge Engine, draw one more time, and swing. That's possible too. Yeah, these decks, man, these are nasty. These are gross, guys. This is really, really gross. How much control have you guys been running into? Somehow they've had everything they needed, and honestly, the Urza's rebuff just seems insane. for these style of decks. You know what, opponent? If you got it, buddy. Let's drop the GGs and see if they got it. Good game. Here's the draw. Yep, nice, 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 nice. Oh, man. So if we blocked there, guys, let's be real. If we blocked there, we weren't getting in. This had Vigilance. What could we have drawn off the top that was going to stop the madness that Control is there? Very, very tough matches, guys, and somehow the video has broke over an hour long. And so let's go ahead and go over the deck one more time. Here's the deck list again, and a few notes, right? The Kodama would have really come in handy in a lot of those games. So one of, maybe it isn't enough. But at the same time, you're not going to want to see this every single game. So Phyrexian Dragon Engine was pretty cool. Again, the one of, maybe it's not enough. The Unearth ability would have been huge in a lot of those games. So the Simulacrum's amazing. The Skystrike Officer is really good. The Beastcaller was excellent. Surge Engine, it's a little slower than I would like, but it's still pretty good. And since it's an artifact, it works wonders with the Wurmlet, which was awesome. Bushwhack was good. Voltage Surge is excellent. Reinforced Ronin, I would have liked to see do more today, but we only had 2 of them, so it makes sense that we really couldn't. And then the opponents always have just blockers for days somehow, so Ronin ends up not being as good as you would expect, I suppose, but being an artifact, working with Wurmlet every turn and the Beastcaller, you'd think it would do more. Yeah, I think maybe we just didn't see it become the MVP that it could have been today, right? The Saheeli's really, really good. There was probably an argument to be made that I shouldn't have -2 to kill off the Saheeli, and I should have made sure to keep Saheeli alive for a couple extra turns, because maybe we would still be in that last match. I hope we still wouldn't be in that last match. That was miserably long, huh? Other than that, guys, Black Market Tycoon. Did we do a thing with it today? No. Is this the deck that it's supposed to be in? Maybe. Maybe the challenge was complete. We really didn't get to see it as much as I would have liked. So, yeah, either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I did. I had a lot of fun with this build. So, if you guys made it this far into the video, then holy cow, what the heck are you doing here? We're over an hour in. Are you guys okay? I'm not. Not after that last game. Either way, guys, hey, you're champions. I super duper appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.